Hey everybody, I wanted to do a quick little video. My neighbor, Jonathan, was asking me, because he's getting back into the car cleaning scene after spending many years not in it. As we get older, families take priority, life kind of gets in the way, and he's looking to get back into the scene. So he asked for some advice. What sort of things does he need to kind of get started? He's got a sweet Honda Civic R, one of the new ones with the great fast go-bits parts. So I kind of walked him through what I had because I was working on my car, but then it occurred to me maybe I could kind of compile a list and walk through, at least verbally, some of the things that I think are, we'll call them basic or necessities for those that are just looking to kind of get started and don't know where to start because it's kind of overwhelming. So I think most people will agree the first thing you need, maybe the two things you need, is a good bucket. Now, I was telling my buddy this, and I'll share it with you. I had a hard time. Like I'm a firm believer of using the five gallon buckets from Home Depot or Lowe's, and those have been fine. And I've evolved my detailing practice to include a grit guard, which is this mesh screen that you put in the bottom of your bucket, and you run your wash mitt through it and remove any sand particles from it, and you drop down to the bottom of the bucket. And then you would use two buckets because you want to have clean water in one and soapy water in the other one, or dirty water in the other one. However, recently I've upgraded, and I upgraded to this kind of overpriced Griot's one. And I gotta say, I've been happy with the performance of it. It's a decent size. I can get a lot of water in there, and it's got a spot where I could fill in some soap, which I don't really use very often. I just kind of eyeball it in there. And it's got the built-in mesh part where, as I'm washing, I will run this through, kind of run this through and remove any debris. And it does a pretty good job, because when I'm actually washing the car, I'll see, dark coloring staining on the mitt itself. After I dunk and screen itself, it kind of goes away. So if you've got the means, spend the money. It actually is a pretty decent bucket, so I'm happy with that. So start with the bucket. I guess we'll keep going out. So wash mitts. This is a sheepskin one. I'm a firm believer in sheepskins. I have a microfiber one, which I just showed you. This one's from Detailer's Domain, I think. These are okay. I've always been a fan, and maybe part of it is nostalgia. I don't think I have any more here, but I don't. Griot's used to have they still have it. A wool, like a sheepskin one, like this, but you can put your hand into it. I've had those for years. They're great. This one's another sheepskin one, but it's not handable. It's just a square, but they're great. I love these. I feel like they do a better job of protecting your paint. So good sheepskin mitt. Bucket, mitt, soap. Let's talk about soap. There's a couple of soaps that I recommend. Basic one if you just want to not go crazy. I like the CarPro Reset one. This is a good brand. The Reset one doesn't have any other ingredients to add gloss. It's just a basic soap. Works really well. And another one that I've had pretty good success with is the Pure shampoo from Nanolex. You kind of can't go wrong. Although I am weary of soaps that they say don't wash in the sun. And I think the CarPro Reset, you can wash in the sun and still be okay. So that's a good one to use. Another good product to have is a good prep product, right? So I like the IronX stuff, and I've had really good success with this. This one's the snow foam version because I have a foam cannon, but you can buy the non-soap foam version, which is a spray bottle one, and basically you spray you spray it onto your paint. It interacts with the iron particles embedded in the paint, and it helps dissolve it, and it helps save a step along the way if you were going to clay bar your car, or if you don't have time to claying. It's a great in-between. So get a good prep product. And then what else? I've been happy with the Griot's two-step products. They have their foaming surface wash, and which is what you do when your car's dirty. You spray this on, let it dwell, rinse it off. Then I actually spray it back on again, and then I use my mitt and I wash the car kind of physically. And then I rinse it off again, and then I apply the foaming gloss. And this is like a sealant or a wax that makes the water bead up. So that you got to kind of spray on again. let it bead, and there's a special way of rinsing it off where you kind of start at the bottom and then work your way up top, and then you work your way down again. Works great and gives a good protecting finish and gloss for the paint for a couple weeks, depending on if you keep it outside or indoor. What else? So we've got soap, we've got prep, we've got wax stuff. I do recommend a good detailing spray. I've been playing with a number of them. I'll come over here. So I've got back into using Best of Show again. It works pretty well. And Speed Shine, you can't go wrong with, I feel like, with either one of these products. I've also played with Fintech. This is a spray sealant. It also can recharge if you have like a ceramic coating on your car. But to stay on topic here, any one of these detailing sprays, whether it's Griot's Speed Shine or the Best of Show detailer one, work well for detailing spray. These are great for if you miss a spot while you're washing the car or in between. Maybe your car is, not you, Jonathan, if your car is in the garage and you have some dust on there, you spray this on there and you can get the dust off and make it look pretty good without having to rewash your car. What else should I mention? It is worthwhile having a product like this in your arsenal because you will get tar on your car, and you want to be able to get that off. That works really well. And let's see what else. All right, and then we need to talk about wheel cleaning. There's a couple of options there. I do like the new line of products that interact with the brake dust on there. So Sonax makes a good wheel cleaning product. You can also, Nexit has another one that's really good, ColorTech, it's a good one. If you're gonna buy a bunch of stuff from Griot's, you can buy their wheel cleaning thing. This one does not interact. They do have one that does interact. They're all fine. Pick one, start with it, and evolve from there. So we got wheels. If you want to really get crazy and do tire dressing, we can do that too. This comes down to personal preference, I suppose. Some people like glossy wheels, others don't. I go all full spectrum with that. I've had good success with the Black Shine, Long Luster tire dressing from Griot's, and I really like the Nanolex tire and rubber restorer. I liked it so much that I bought a giant bottle of it. So either one of these are fine. Make sure you get one of these things, an applicator, like a foam applicator to apply it. Otherwise, this messes with your hands. So I talked about Terminator before. You should also get an insect remover. Any one of them are fine. I have a couple. No. The Terminator actually does remove bugs and tar, but I don't like using it for that. I just like using it for tar. The One-Site or Nexite anti-insect one's pretty good. And the Nanolex insect remover is also good. I got this for free as part of a mystery box that I bought from Phil at Detailer's Domain. I'm looking. I think that's it. We got wax, we have wheels, we have tar remover. Glass. I gotta forget glass. So stoners, can't go wrong with this. Invisible glass. You can get this at AutoZone or Advanced Auto or wherever, or anything online. This is a great product. Leaves no streaks. And a handful of microfiber towels. If you have a Costco membership, here's a cool little pro tip. Costco, you can buy these microfiber towels. They're pretty good. They're about $15, $17 or so for a bag of 20. And they're fairly decent. They're pretty good at polishing and removing things. What I do is I bought a whole bunch of them. So I ended up, after I use them for cleaning wheels or door jam duty or whatever else. And that's kind of really it. So get a good bucket, get some decent soap, get a wash mitt, get some product to help you clean your wheels, to do some body detailing for when you miss a spot, clean your windows, get some shampoo, and you'll be rocking and rolling. Leave a comment if this was helpful. Subscribe, like, share, all that fun stuff. Thanks everybody for watching.